Hi everyone, this is Kona, and I'm going to show you how to enter in this problem on your calculator. So this is the problem we're doing, and to enter in our x and our y, what we're going to do is go to Stat and Edit. Now I already have these entered in because I didn't think you'd want to see me do it, but basically you would just go over and enter in your data, then go over, enter in this data. Notice 68, 72, 65. There's our x values going across here, are now entered in the calculator here for L1. Then our y values are entered in for Y2. Once you're done with that, you're going to go and do second and y equals to get the stat plus, or stat plot. Then for right now, we can just go ahead and hit number 1 because it's plotting number 1 and number 2, and that's on. But once we start doing this, you might have multiple plots. So this is where you just click whichever one you want to use. I'm going to hit enter. All right, so we are plotting number 1. It is on because we want to, the default might be off. So all you have to do is just click over, hit enter. Right here is your scatter plot. So that first option, you don't need to worry about anything else there. L1 and L2, so make sure you've got your X list as L1, your Y list as L2, unless you have different columns set up for your data. And then you've got a mark, you can have a dot or a plus or whatever you want. Then what you need to do is just hit graph. Now notice nothing's there. So this is kind of the trick with some of these, is you need to find your scatter plot. So looking at the data, so there's your numbers that you're looking for, right? Let's look at our window and see what our window is set to. Now the window is this different display. So if I look at my window, it's set to -10 to 10 with a scale of 1 and then a y, -10 to 10. Well, looking at this data, you can see why we're not able to see anything because the window's not set correctly. So over here, looking at this, it looks like our lowest value is around 62. So I'm just going to make this 60. So 60. And then for X max, let's see, 68, 70, 78. Let's go ahead and make it 80. Oh, shoot, sorry. I forget that I can't use my keyboard. I have to use the actual calculator here. For X scale, let's go ahead and let's change that to, 2 is probably fine, but you can play around with this. Now for your Y min, it looks like we get all the way down to 65. So we can go ahead and we'll try 60 again maybe. And then go down, and our Y max looks like we go up to 105. So let's do 115. And we can stick with 2, which kind of gives you a better view, but you can go to 5. It doesn't really matter. Let's just go ahead and leave it as 2. So now that we've got our window set the way we want it, we go over to graph, and there you go. There's your graph of this data right here. And I don't know about you guys, but to me, it sure doesn't look like there's a linear relationship between a person's height in inches and their pulse rate in beats per minute. Hope this helps.